Lesson 12, Doing the Will of God. By Gibson. Good parents wish to guide their children in a path of wisdom. They love them and want to help them. At the same time, the children must be willing to receive and follow their direction. When this is so, things will go much better for all. Our Father in heaven is the best parent of all. Although we were created for His pleasure, not our own, Philippians 2 verse 13, He wants nothing but good for us, Jeremiah 29 verse 11. The wise child of God will want to know God's will for his daily life, Ephesians 5 verse 17. God has the advantage of knowing the end from the beginning, Isaiah 46 verse 10. We can know His guidance. 1. In John 7 verse 17 Jesus said that if anyone were willing to do the Father's will he would know if his teachings were of God. In respect to this verse, what is the first question to ask yourself? 2. What should be your first concern? Matthew 6 verse 33. 3. How should you begin to seek His will? James 1 verse 5. 4. What will He do? Psalms 32 verse 8. 5. How can we be sure? 1 John 5 verses 14 to 15. 6. Where can we look for guidance or principles? Psalms 119 verse 105. 7. To whom shall we look to teach us? 1 Corinthians 2 verse 12, John 14 verse 26, John 16 verse 13. 8. What is the problem with simply doing what seems best to us? Isaiah 55 verse 8. 9. What will help in experiencing His direction? Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. 10. In what other way can you know the right path? Proverbs 11 verse 14, 15:22. Who should these counselors be? Hebrews 13 verse 17. Ask yourself these questions. What might hinder you in really desiring to do God's will in your daily life? What will motivate you to follow godly counsel if the direction is not what you would prefer? In general, what course will you take if you are still not sure of God's will? What part do feelings have in obeying God's will? Review Romans 10 verse 9, 1 John 5 verse 13, Acts 2 verse 41, Matthew 28 verse 19, Joshua 1 verse 8, Mark 1 verse 35, Matthew 7 verse 7, John 10:10b, 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13, Proverbs 28 verse 13, Luke 6 verse 46, Acts 2 verse 42, 1 John 5 verse 12, Acts 1 verse 8, Romans 8 verse 9, Ephesians 5 verse 18. Memorize Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight.